Hi guys, welcome back. So today is my dad's surgery, and let's just say, I'll just talk about it on the road, but we're going there right now. Alright, first of all, let me just show you how long this fry is. And I'm waiting in a dang long area because there's so many cars right here. Sunglasses on, but it's like a cloudy day, so I don't know if I need them at the moment. So again, like last time, we have literally, oh dude. Okay, so we got a lot of traffic right now today, Friday. Well, it's like Arizona Day is Friday. Always has a whole bunch of traffic, I've noticed. Because like anywhere I'm at in this state, there's so much traffic. So, yep, we have an hour to get there. And we were gonna wait until 3 to start heading there, and it is 1:27 right now. Because we did not know when the surgery was. My dad found out, well, he didn't really find out. So they told my dad, later than 12, so after 12 or something, around that. And so he assumed it would be at 12. And thank goodness we have this, app, because they don't communicate at all. So at least we have this app, which they don't really tell you about any of the stuff. They don't communicate. The app sometimes says what's going on, which mainly it doesn't. And it says what they say about the patient too. So they really should pay attention to what they're saying and not lying about stuff, because we could see it on the app, and we were literally in the same room during that, so we know what was going on. Literally, I just hate when people are lying. Well, that's like every person in the dang world nowadays are all lying to get their way or lying to do something. It's just, yeah. But anyways, I'm just annoyed with this dang hospital. And so many cars. Okay, so on a different note, I gotta get over. And there's so many cars. And I don't like cramming in. I mean, obviously, if I have to, I will, but I hate having to cram in late. Okay. So now I'm over, so that's good. Anyways, now we get to today part. So the app, and it said 11:30 was the time he would have surgery. So then that was at 8 something. So my mom called the hospital, called my dad, because he's in the hospital. Called my dad and talking about how if he knows about the surgery, when it will be and all that. And then we were saying, see you after. Because my dad's okay, come at 3. Start heading here at 3. So our dad told us to do that. So we were going to head here at 3. And I really don't know how people film in the car driving, because when I'm okay, I gotta turn at this moment, I'm not talking for a second. And that's also me with art, so I don't know how people do those, Bob Ross does the videos of art talking about it. I try to do that, but then at times I'm just like painting and not talking at all. But so we were saying we'll see you after the surgery at 3 because it's supposed to be that 2-hour surgery. And then this nurse lady calls us, and I didn't know if she called her at the moment because I was painting. I wasn't paying attention at the phones. So she called, and so we had to call back, and she said, oh, well, the doctor, or the surgeon doctor wanted to talk to us about what's going on for the surgery or whatever. And let's just say last time they didn't talk to us either, because they said they wanted to talk to us, never did talk to us before the surgery last time. So, okay, so she said she didn't know if we were heading here or not, and gotta go fast for a second. Okay, so she didn't know if we were heading there or what's going on, if we're gonna be there before the surgery, which we just found out at 8:30, something around that he's going into surgery at 11:30. So we called him real quick, talked to him, then it was like 9 something. So if we left then, thank you. Oh, bad on my glasses. Alright, so I do have fries in my hand, and I know that's bad to drive with fries in my hand, but we're doing that right now. And so, if we left at that time after my dad called, we would have been there at the time before surgery, you know. But he said just come after surgery, so that's what our plan was. And then the lady called us and said, oh, I didn't know if you guys were coming here or what, but the guy wants to talk to you, the surgeon guy, whatever. He wants to talk to you. So she's like, okay, so he's gonna call. I'll give him your number and he'll call, but you won't be able to call him back if you don't answer, because I don't know, she said something about he has this type of surgery phone. I don't even know. It just went whoop out my other ear. So, because I was all confused of what she was talking about, of like why they couldn't answer or whatever. But so we waited 30, 40 minutes, I don't even know how long. The guy never called, so I don't even know. So we decided, okay, we're gonna go, because his surgery, like, by the time he was supposed to call was before surgery, which would have been 11:30. That's when the lady called us. It was like 11:30, something like that, I don't even know. So she called us then. She said, okay, he's gonna call before the surgery because he wants to talk to you before the surgery. It was like 30, 40 minutes later, so like 12 something. She must have called later because we left at like 1. So she must have called at 12. And or 11:49, something like that. Close to 12 though. Okay, so she called at 11:49. So actually 11:49 to like 1 when we left. That is the amount of time that we waited for that guy to call, and he never did. So we're like, okay, we're gonna go then. So we're going now. That's what we're doing right now. And it's annoying that they never tell us anything. We also don't don't know where we're supposed to go when we get there because nobody's told us. Obviously, with no communication. That's another thing I cannot stand is no communication, because I try to tell everybody everything, what's going on. And other people don't. They're like, whatever, I don't even care to tell you what's going on. Which is annoying, especially in a workplace. A hospital, of all things, should really know that they need to communicate to the family of the people that are getting surgery, that are sick, that are whatever. They should be okay, I gotta make sure they know where this person's going, blah, blah, blah. But I guess nurses and all don't care anymore. Because my mom was a nurse. She was always in there making sure everybody was okay. And now people do not care. And I assume it's this generation that I live in. So, it's a very lovely generation, if you ask me. I really think it is from 2020, like the whole virus thing. I'm thinking that was meant to make people think, like, okay, we should spend more time with the people that we care about, because a lot of people got sick, and then some people had to, like, be away from their family in their own room. Don't mind the little kid snoozing in the background. I got, like, all 3 siblings in the car, and my mom. So, you guys want to say hi besides the one snoozing? I don't even remember what I was talking about. Oh, when 2020 happened, some people had to be in their own room by themselves, and the family couldn't be by them because it was like contamination and everything. They didn't want to be sick, and a lot of people really, really got sick, you know, like bad. So I would have thought that people at that time would have been like, okay, I really should pay attention and be with their family more, care more about people. No, it went the other way, and everybody cares about themselves now way more than anybody. It's like myself this is what they're saying, myself way before anyone else. If somebody needs something, no, I will get it first. And I don't like that everybody's like that now. I don't know, it just bothers me. Maybe I'm just the only person that thinks that.
No, I've observed it too.
Yeah. So, maybe it's only my family that thinks that. But I wish there was, like, more people that were nice, caring, and have communication. But
Compromise.
oh, compromising. Oh my goodness. That's a whole nother thing. Compromising. People nowadays say, like, I don't think people should compromise. I don't know what people are talking about when they say they don't think they need to compromise or people should compromise, because that's always a thing you should do, is compromising. Yeah. Like, this was like okay, if you've seen Farmer Wants a Wife, I'm watching that right now, and they're talking about being in the driver's seat, and the other one's saying, oh, well, I want to be in the driver's seat, or whatever, and they're both always in the driver's seat, or whatever. So the friend said, if you haven't seen this, just close your ears for a little bit. And the friend said, oh, well, he likes to be in the driver's seat, or whatever. Okay, first of all, in my opinion, you both could switch off and on. It's like, I don't know how we got to this topic when we were talking about some total different thing, but it's like, when you're saying, I don't know what to have an explanation of that, but you both could take turns, is what I'm saying. Like,
That's part of compromise.
like this trip that this person wants to do or something. So you go do it anyways, because maybe it would actually be fun, even though you didn't want to do it, but they were really excited about doing it.
And they wanted to take you along.
Yeah, they wanted to bring you, and you're like, I don't really want to go. You should just do it, because that's compromising. Because then, later on, if you're like, oh, I really want to go on this trip, they could be like, no, I don't want to do that, because you just said you didn't want to do it. So, like, compromising would be good. Don't know how we got to that. We're going to go back to talking about this stinking hospital. I, like, changed it, and I was like, yes. Not irritated for a little while. I don't know. This hospital, I guess, can go in the dumpster for all I care, because literally they do not communicate. And this one nurse that went in there was like just the grumpiest lady ever, which obviously you would see nurses like that. This is a really bumpy road, but you would find nurses like that, but still, it just seems like find these like chairs. So like our neighbor across the street had free chairs, and I was like, those would be good for the patio, even though they were like white and they were like falling. Like the
paint was chipping off.
Yes.
They weren't literally falling apart.
No. The paint was chipping off, and the cushions were like some type of material that you could wipe off easily, but they had a little bit of like stains, or they're throwing rocks at us right now, but they had like some type of stains. I don't know if they were really stains, because I didn't try wiping them off yet, but I just had a vision when I saw those, and I was like, this would be neat to do, is like either spray paint the arms of the chair, or like wipe off all the, like, not wipe off, sand off all the paint that is chipping off of the arms, and if they are some type of like wood stuff that can stain, then I would probably stain it a dark wood color or something like that. And if they can't, I guess I would probably spray paint them. I don't know what color yet. That will be a whole video if I get to that. That will obviously be not anytime soon, since I'm going to the hospital and everything, and that's more important. So that will not be a video for a long time. I'm not going to get to that. So that will be a video in, I guess you would say, the near future, but I don't know if the near future,
Probably next month video.
yeah, next month video. Yep. So that is my spill, ranting, whatever, of today. I'll tell you when I get there, show you, I guess, the waiting room that we're waiting in, and what's going on. Okay, so we went to the information desk when we got here, and they just said he was in surgery. They didn't tell us where to go or anything, but we remembered from last time where the surgery area was, so we went up here, the second floor, and then we went in there and asked the...
Go over that way and play around in where those chairs are. There's someone there. Oh, okay, never mind. Go to
We went
that
in there and
door
asked the surgery people, and they told us what time, and they also gave us the card to know like what is going on, because they have a screen that if you look at the numbers, it says the numbers, and like if they're in surgery or they're like waiting and all that. And then, so we're gonna wait here. Apparently he was supposed to go in there.
Family to the front desk. Megan Goodrow family to the front desk.
So apparently they were waiting, or like they were supposed to go in at 11:30, and he started his surgery at 2. 2 something. So now they say he should be out at like 6 something.
Almost 7.
Yeah, almost 7.
6:53.
So now we're waiting here for the whole time. This is great lighting, by the way. Okay, family game over here.
Hi.
Uno.
Hi. Oh my god.
Everly's learning how to play Uno, so yeah. Hi, Everly.
Flip.
Why are we whispering? I got mine over here. Don't have any yellows, so
You can do that before you.
find. Oh, well, I was reading it. Find what makes you smile. Chocolate.
We can see your cards.
Of course, it would be
We can
chocolate.
see your cards, by the way.
Okay. Why are you looking?
Because they're right there. And when I look here, I can see them.
How dare you? It's now raining. Did not bring any jackets. Didn't know we turned into Florida now, where it just rains all of a sudden. It is also really cold. Don't mind my hair, it's crazy right now. But it's cold. I guess I should have brought a jacket just in case. Anyways, it's 8:49.
Oh my gosh.
We got to see him for a little bit.
KeeLee?
After he got out of the surgery, they like brought him into like the ICU room. Oh, cold. I know, it's cold. So we got to see him for a little bit because they said they had to bring him somewhere else. Started with a T. I don't remember. But we saw him for a little bit. Right over there.
Watch out for cars.
But anyways, that is it for this video. I might add tomorrow because we're coming back to see him. But it is cold. I'll tell you how the temperature is in a few.